Hey guys, it's your man Marcus here. Today I wanted to talk to you about the subject of young men joining the army. I was having a beer the other day with a friend of mine, and he says, why don't you get your son to sign up to the army? And I'm like, oh, I'm not too sure about that, okay? First thing first, I want to pay my respects and dues and thanks to all those soldiers who have spent time in the armed forces. Some of them lost their lives, unfortunately. So that's the first thing I want to say, okay? But I wouldn't want to send, in the year 2025, I would not want to be sending any of my sons to the army, and there's a few reasons for that. So let me go into it. First thing first, I don't know if you realise that the word soldier has the word die in it. Okay, so you know, if you read between the lines of some words in the English language, some words are more meaningful than others. So there's a higher chance, basically, of these people dying in their occupations compared to other jobs. Let's be honest, okay? And for what you're paid to be serving in the armed forces, I think it's actually peanuts. Okay, so that's my views on from that perspective. What you will find as well, if you dig a little bit deeper, some of these wars that have been fought in the last few decades have been fought on false narratives. Give you an example. The invasion of Iraq was based upon Saddam Hussein having weapons of mass destruction, which were complete friggin' nonsense. With that 9/11 as well. Even the Russia-Ukraine war at the moment. A lot of the narratives that we've been told. Start doing your own research on things. So, what I would say as well is why should we send our sons to fight in wars in foreign countries, defending their borders when we can't even defend our own borders? I'm sorry, I just doesn't make sense. There's also, for some of these soldiers, there's a higher number of infidelity with their wives. You do find that, like, if the soldiers go out and fight in foreign countries for, let's say, 6 months or however many months or so, you do hear some stories where their wives have cheated on them, and they end up getting divorced. The wife gets a house and the kids, even though she's cheated. So that's bad. I'd also say there's a terrible lack of aftercare from Western governments when it comes to their soldiers. So many of these soldiers suffering from PTSD, from the trauma that they've witnessed. Some of them have ended up losing limbs, and with the lack of support, some of these guys have actually ended up these veterans have been left homeless, which I think is absolutely disgusting, when in fact at the moment we are, in the UK at least, we're housing illegal migrants when we can't even house our own veterans. I find it's absolutely disgusting. So I think what you will find with some of these wars, there are deeper agendas happening. If you dig deeper into some of the narratives, some countries are trying to take new lands, new resources. Trillions of taxpayers' money is used in these endless wars. Money's laundered, and the armed companies make a hell of a lot of money from such wars. So do the fund managers like BlackRock. War is also good for the economy, would you believe? Yes, it is, unfortunately, which is pretty sickening. Capitalism can be evil at times, unfortunately, and also there's the agenda to depopulate countries and disperse of their populations as well. History has a habit of repeating itself. But going back to the main story, and that is, I wouldn't send any of my sons to serve in the army in 2025. or any time after that. No, the juice is not worth the squeeze. Thanks for now.